Coming at you from right near the equator, about a mile above the sea. This is James Anderson on behalf of SDBullion.com. This is your week's bullion market wrap. Turbulence in silver and especially the gold spot price occurred this week. We'll get deeper into some of the chicanery later in this video, but the fact that silver has held up so strong of late says a lot about the tightening and panic going on under the surface. The spot gold-silver ratio remains a mid-65 figure to close this week's trading, but physical retail reality is saying otherwise, to the tune of a gold-silver eagle coin gold-silver ratio currently at just under 58. We're going to now blast through 12 long-term full fiat currency price charts for gold and silver to see where we are in the world currently. We begin with the world's still most dominant reserve fiat currency, the Fiat Federal Reserve Note, also miscalled the US dollar by most in the world. The run back toward $2,000 an ounce gold, another $30 silver is coming. It's just exactly when, only omniscience might know. But judging by the tightening physical bullion market globally, time is ticking down. The world's next largest full fiat reserve currency, the Fiat Euro Note, pricing gold on the left and silver on the right, we can see gold and silver are not far from breaking out to all-time record high price levels. Tick-tock. The Fiat Yuan Renminbi price for gold on the left, silver on the right, surprisingly, that state-controlled fiat currency is still pretty far away from its all-time silver price high achieved intra the year 2011. As mentioned in last week's update, China needs mass silver bullion to achieve her stated year 2049 dreams. The once sterling, now fiat British pound is about to take another beatdown by gold and silver bullion. It won't be far too long, in my opinion, before we see a new record silver price denominated in their fiat cupro nickel pence. Our friendly Canadian neighbors to the north, gold has taken a breather from running away from you, and silver will be racing higher soon enough too. Our Aussie friends way out back in yonder, their chart has a similar look to the Canadian chart. The global gold refining leaders of the world, the fiat Swiss franc, still have a long way to go to get anywhere near where silver price spiked in early 1980. If you are Swiss and you're thinking about bullion, consider silver right now. The fiat Japanese yen's record gold price breakout is taking a breather currently. But look at how far still its silver price needs to ramp before it gets anywhere near its early 1980 spike, which peaked at over 11,500 fiat yen per troy ounce of silver. Long way to run in the land of the rising sun. Our bullion buying Indian friends are still slow to return towards their typical 2010s bullion buying import pace. Careful, Indian friends, the fiat rupee silver price is about to blow upwards. Our friends down south in Mexico, the ones who mine the most silver in the world and are about to get paid a lot more per troy ounce in real value terms, look for the fiat peso price of silver to get white hot south of the US border soon enough. Get your silver Libertad bullion coins while you still can. The island nation of New Zealand, you still have plenty far to go before you break your record 2011 silver price in fiat New Zealand dollars. Take advantage while silver remains cheap. The Russian Federation is now seeing both gold and silver fiat ruble prices running away to hide higher. Their central bank recently had to sell some gold bullion, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a pretty trivial amount given how much gold bullion the Central Bank of Russia acquired over the last 15 years of time at a discount. And finally, we look at South Africa and the fiat rand price for gold, silver running away to hide higher further still. At the end of this video, you'll find a South African mint tour I curated and made a few years back, if you have interest in learning about the history of that mint. Luckily for US silver bullion bulls like myself, South Africa began striking a silver bullion Krugerrand coin not long ago. They are pretty gorgeous in your hand, and like their iconic famous 22 karat gold coin brother, the silver Krugerrand is worthy of having. Hello there, this is James Anderson on behalf of SDBullion.com. Before we get rolling in earnest, do me the favor of hitting the like button here so that the algo bot knows to serve you our latest video uploads. Also, if you're not a subscriber, do so now and hit the alert bell button as well. The gold spot price and then the silver spot price got hit overnight last night. This tweet was pretty interesting. He writes, "Look at this. The chart has literally been changed in the last hour to make it look less suspect. Have you ever seen something as criminal as this?" Well, we're going to go in there and look at what he's talking about. You can see the silver spot price nearly pierced the 26 level. And then an hour later, supposedly, it looks as if it barely pierced 26 and 50 cents. I'm not sure whoever made this Federal Reserve note $100 trillion bill, but it's spot on. Well done. News broke the other day, senior Democrat officials proposing a $3 trillion job and infrastructure package on top of $1.9 trillion Biden COVID stimulus bill. Our industry friend and colleague @RealDavidJensen on Twitter tweeted this out today. This is the silver lease rates, 3-month, 12-month, and 1 month. They are spiking in silver of late, and that illustrates a lot of physical tightness in the market. The source for this data is from Bloomberg and TD Securities. Now, just a quick look back in history, and you can see the ridiculous lease rates that occurred after Warren Buffett more or less raided the silver bullion market in the late 1990s. Yeah, I'm looking at a 1-month lease rate of spiking of just over 70% per annum. And that chart you just looked at before has a spike of just over 1% for 1 month. JP Morgan continues to dominate the underlying silver COMEX fractional reserves with over 50% of the supposed silver that's underlying this futures contracts. Almost at 200 million now. And we're going to take a look under the hood and see how much in terms of registered stocks is the silver being traded on the COMEX actively versus eligible stocks, which are not actively being traded on the COMEX. And you can see it's a small percentage that's actually being traded on the COMEX or potentially to be delivered elsewhere. And here we have the third largest silver warehouse in COMEX, Brinks in New York. And you can see the dark green hump, which is the amount of silver that's actively being traded in the COMEX, and how it winds down and starts going down, especially when there's physical tightness and shortages. My expectation is that currently that large second hump in the dark green will start to roll downhill because 1,000-ounce bars are going to be in heavy demand. There have been some incredibly fun silver memes and images coming out of the Wall Street silver subreddit, a forum which is growing with members every day. Now nearly 30,000 avid silver bullion buying silverback gorillas are in that forum. Typically 1,000 to 2,000 visitors live on that website almost any time of the day. I am finally going to shut my mouth now and let some of the images do the talking. As always, dear viewers out there, take great care of yourselves and those that you love. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to give our video a thumbs up. To keep getting bullion related news and industry insights, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Finally, hit that alert button so you know when we publish fresh content. Give us your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what you think and which topics you want to hear more about.